but also having that faith in the squad to deliver. Despite the changes that you've made, players will remain that faith that you've put in them. Evan Dimas no longer able to command an automatic starting place in this 11 nation Taiwan.
Ya.
Oh, harus begini.
That was a really good turn from Asnawi there earlier. Top of the shoulder, get rid of Ikupan on the press and turn away. Another one that was impressed in previous editions of the AFS Rookie Cup. There's a chance for another opportunity. Not taken and Simmer up. Finally called into action. Good chance for Indonesia. And against Kabuaya at the heart of it. He's the one who receives it.
Live streaming no.
Behind that time midfield, picks up his space.
YouTube.
Takes out a lovely pass through into Irfan Jaya. And the weight on that pass, I think, is excellent. It's right into the run of Irfan Jaya. He doesn't even have to sort of break his stride. He just needs to adjust his body shape. Get it wide enough. Kabuaya, they say, he's been excellent for Indonesia. Is the man who's coming off.
He has been brilliant. And a big roar, though, for this man here, Egy Maulana. So much speculation as to when he would be playing in this tournament. He came on against Singapore in the second leg of that semi-final, and he'll get a bit more time here today. He's in Slovakia with Seneca. He is often regarded as the great big hope of Indonesian football, the 21-year-old. Maybe just give the team a bit of a boost, but as Russia mentioned, most creative player, the one who's in the heart of things, Kabuaya, has taken off. About half an hour or so, if you include some added time here for Indonesia in this first leg to try and get something out of this if they can. Elkan Baggett. Out wide to his left wing back, Alfredo Dimanga. Witten Sulaiman. Still going here. That's easy for Sulaiman.
It's found it very difficult to get involved in the game with Sulaiman, and it's a credit to Thailand. They've got 10 players around him. Every time he's gotten on the ball, and there he was able to just wriggle away. Got a bit fortunate with that. Couldn't quite find the final pass into his runners in the box.
Baggett brought down play continues. Dimanga. There's Asnawi. Now, Egy Maulana. Lovely return ball. There's Asnawi. Little moments here, flashes for Indonesia. Irfan. Kadek Agung. Kadek Agung. Trying to weave his way through with Sulaiman. Now look at this super chop.
He might have taken a boot to the face on the follow-through. Super chop. But Witan, that's much better from him. Starting to grow into this game a little bit in the second half. A bit of skill, link up with Kadek. And looking to weave his way through that defense. But it's we're at that. An important leg out. Good challenge from we're at that. Central midfielder playing central defense for Thailand. Elias Dola was taken off with an injury.
Super chop. He quite often finds himself at the end of challenges, doesn't he? He's taken quite a beating in this tournament. Players like him and Chanakip will often
Yeah, we'll draw challenges, we'll draw these fouls. And you have to be brave. You know, players like that, they take on the responsibility to want to make things happen with the ball. The hits will come. But also, I think we see with Chanatip, especially at this level, and the knowledge and the experience that he has now of how to use his body and how to protect himself, you know, from challenges like that. You know, he sees it coming almost, and you know, he knows sort of the steps that he needs to take in terms of how he positions himself, how he perhaps avoids the tackle.
Here's Chanatip, quick ball into Superchai. Now Roller. Look at that. Will, and that is an excellent goal. Keep calm, says Super. And it's about time that he gets on the score sheet. What a goal again for Thailand.
That's just pure class. I mean, I don't know how you stop that. And the key thing here is first that second pass goes in behind that defense into Philip Roller via Puklo, and then awareness just to leave it, time and space to pick his spot. It's a big gap for him to hit. It's a huge gap for him to hit, but Chanatip just there. So he saw it. Receive, quick pass on the turn, body shape spot on, into Puklo, out to Roller, and then on the edge of the box. 2 goals from the edge of the area for Thailand. He deserves that goal, Super Chok. And we've seen some wonderful goals in this competition, but team goals from Thailand have been outstanding.
So good to watch. Super Chok does the business one way or the other for his country. He's been magnificent tonight. And Roshan had earlier mentioned about not letting this game run away from the Indonesians. There we ask the question, is this tie over? Is this final done and dusted? 3 goals up. Of course, Indonesia are going to give it everything they can. It's an uphill struggle now, Roshan. Here is Tristan Doe. What do they do from here? How? And yet, we were just saying a couple minutes before that, they were just starting perhaps to finally gain some attacking momentum.
I mean, what do? I mean, you obviously would have set your side up, and there are things when you look at this and I say, yeah, they were too open, lines weren't compact enough. But you need to take into account the quality of the opposition that they're up against as well. I mean, look at the way Thailand are moving. It's give and go, off the ball runs. Players with technical brilliance, but also the technical understanding. It's happening so quickly. It's very difficult for Indonesia to come to terms with the pace of Thailand's game. It's gone flying there, Puklo. He's been unfortunate, perhaps risky. But free kick in a really good position for Thailand.
Okay, pretty central this one.
Oh, sorry, was it all 3 goals have been from the edge of the box? Chanatip was from the edge of the box as well,
first one smashed
on the counter-attack.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. They have all 3 of them. Yep, absolutely.
Finishing has been very good.
7 shots outside the box, by the way. Oh. Power in that one. From Tristan.
That was close. I mean, from where we're sitting, looking at this, I thought that was headed in. Finishing, I mean, lots of things have been, you've seen that gulf in class and between Thailand and Indonesia. overall play in possession, the defensive work, and then the most important thing, the finishing.
It's watered there by Kritsada.
And Indonesia with 3 shots, 2 of those you would say were great opportunities. You think back to Alfeandra and then Irfan Jaya in the second half, meeting their passing behind from Ricky Kambuaya.
Those were the high quality
opportunities, big chances for them to have gotten themselves something from this game, even though they haven't really been in it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they have been second best throughout, and yet they had those 2 chances. Those are the kind of chances you've got to take in a match like this. Missing so little of the ball. And there's 20 minutes here for Thailand to play out. See if they can kill it off even more. They can, yes. Chanatip finds Roller. They'll get the corner. So Irfan is going to go off and replaced by another very pacey forward in Rama Rumakek. Some very good moments in this tournament.
Again, you know how well they get forward so quickly. They move the ball on. The pace at which they move the ball on, right through the middle.
Get past the first man. Looked like it had gone out of play anyway from Borden Pala. Rumakek has had some very, very good moments. Blistering pace for the 19-year-old from Persipura Jayapura. Caps to his name now. Let's see if he can do anything. That's right, on Titipa. Here's Borden Pala. They're going to make a goalkeeping change, Russia and Thailand.
Just showing off now.
That's, well. I suppose it's nice to see Kawin, who's really kind of a legendary figure, isn't he, amongst goalkeepers in Southeast Asia. Really regarded as the outstanding #1 for a long, long time. And listen to the reception. Simurak's done brilliantly.
Yeah.
In about 1.5 matches he's played in.
To me, another goalkeeping legend. One goalkeeping legend replacing another. Simurak. They're so blessed in that position.
Listen to that. Afford to rest Chanatip now, and Warachit will come on.
You know, you often hear of disagreements between club managers and international managers, right, for overuse of players. I don't think there's any club manager out there that can be unhappy with the way Manu Polking has managed the workload of his players.
Yeah, he's been so good. I mean, there was the game against Singapore, he made all 11 changes, didn't use any of his first teamers at all, even in the subs. No one thought he was going to be feeling this starting 11 rush. We knew there'd be maybe 2 or 3 changes, but not to this extent. And they fitted seamlessly.
A bit of a nudge from Dedik on Kritsada. And what was was fascinating to see, just right there, Manu Polking 3-0 up.
Yeah, still
they missed opportunity perhaps. It's still so upset, saying this should have been the ball to play, not the other one.
Yeah, he has certainly confounded some of the critics who may not have been too happy with his signing. And across there from Rolla. Here's Tristan Doe. Giving that away to Ramai. Here's Kritsada. Waiting for some support there. Borden Pala. There's a touch of a training match at times here. Didic said he got the ball. Taeyong's a little angry. Did not get the ball.
The defense got his head up, looking for the next pass. Sees a tackle coming in. The steps forward to get the contact.
Cohen, Tik-tokviral was such a big presence on the side. Only 31. It does feel like he has been around for so long. This is the 8th cap today. So watch it. There's no foul. Is there going to be a booking yet? The yellow card for Didic, who is a bit sheepish there.
Yeah, well played. Kritsada follows the run. Cohen comes out, and that's good goalkeeping. Doesn't panic. Just closes on the angle. It's absolutely no contact, and that is a dive. Clear-cut dive.
That might be the first booking for diving we've had in the penalty area. That's something I think most fans would be in agreement that they want to see cut out of the game.
Yes. I mean, there's absolutely no contact in that situation. So it's a clear dive. It's obviously attempting to cheat, or trying to cheat the referee. If there is some contact, I can absolutely understand going down, because we've seen players get punished for trying to stay on their feet.
Absolutely.
But in a situation like that, I mean, that's not something we want to encourage or we want to see at all.
Here's Warachit, who has come on for Chanatit. The corner here, Thailand. Warachit wins it. He's just 24 years of age, winning his 6th cap today, playing for BG Pathum United, the defending champions in the Thai League. A number of their players here. Got short here to Borden Pala. Tristan, he misses the ball. Potential now, and he has taken out Didic, and he will go into the book.
Yeah, he's got no choice, the referee. Has to book Tristan for that. It's Indonesia were getting forward. Potential counter-attack.
It's risky. Saying to the referee, hey, what about protecting us?
Couple of fouls and good protection there for Tristan. Nice work by Eggy, with gotten in behind. Cynical one from Tristan.
Here, shots of Indonesia from the fans. Get more back perhaps before half time, before the Well, yeah, effectively half-time of this entire tie. Got another 90 minutes to go. Will that give them a little boost? Powerful header away by Superchai. Got enough on the ball. So much in the Indonesian media today in the last few days. People talking about great projects that not winning. Also, at the same time, trying to temper expectations. It's been the manner in which they have approached this tournament. There's youthful exuberance. They've scored for fun. Look back at there with the header, not a great one. Superchai. Poklo. Warachik is trying to play in Superchai. Warachik. Gordon Pala. Oh, fantastic goal for Thailand. It's 4 now. Surely they can taste victory in this final. One hand on the cup, perhaps. They've gone straight through the Indonesian side. Just, again, superb from Thailand, winning the ball back very quickly and then a quick transition. Here, lose it, counter press, win it, attack. Lovely ball. I mean, the weight on that pass played in behind, right into the run of Bodin. And then the composure to finish. Again, the finishing from Thailand has been exquisite. And look at the reaction from Manapolki. Goes off on a bit of a run down the touchline. Chanatip and Rosapon trying to catch up with him. Kind of feels like he's still, now, what you didn't see, he's still telling the referee, he's got the ball, referee.
Yeah, he's still looking for the decision, still wants his team to keep going.
Feels, Roshan, like he's kind of brought the joy back into Thai football, hasn't he?
He looks so good. They look so good. The fluidity of the play, the cohesion in the team, the understanding between the players. Shin Tae-yong. Yeah, Shin Tae-yong.
But he's done a fantastic job as well.
He has. And yes, Indonesia have been outclassed. But they still had a really good campaign. They've had a really good competition. And I think at times we tend to, as a society, say, oh, it's going to final, but they failed to win. So you regard the whole campaign as a failure. I don't think it should be regarded as that at all. One of the two best sides in the competition. And this is a young team that, remember, coming into this campaign, no one was really sort of giving them much of a chance of reaching this stage.
Yeah.
No one was giving them much of a chance of winning their group.
Here they come again. That's Shutipan, straight goalkeeper. Won it back again. More goals in this. Gordon, Superchok, Titipan, Warachik.
Kayak Barcelona lawan
What a little turn there from Titipan. They are enjoying themselves, Roshan.
I don't think they've had an easier final. But it's because they've made it look easy with how hard they've worked.
Dimas. Good run from him. Put away by Tristan No.
That epitomizes the work ethic in this team. Tristan Do tracking all the way back, and he couldn't put in a lazy challenge already on the yellow card. He had to make sure he got that one right.
Here's Titipan.
1-0. Selamat
Played in 3 previous finals. These
yang kedua nanti.
Sudah lupa rame, dia belum nonton.
Kalah.
KMP tidak disayang.
Malas nih, malu nih. Itu saja menangis nih.
Orang-orang kan datang yang dia mereka juga.
Bikin malu, Pak.
Juara 2 HF, juara 2 HIP bukan main. Orang juga cerita sana.